Katekani's Journey, Part 4. So, welcome to OTGrow. I'm Louise Fishier, and today we're going to be meeting up again with Katekani for the fourth time and tracking her journey. So, we started with the first one where she actually chatted to me, and before she went to the OTGrow Basic Experiential Workshop, and after we're following up, helping and guiding her as we go along through this journey. She started an outpatient group with parents of the children that she was seeing on the spectrum, and a type of a support and therapeutic group for them. So we're checking in with Katekani today. Welcome, Katekani.
Morning, Louise. How are you? I think you're
Good.
doing great.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
I see it, and thank you for having me here. I'm so grateful for this. To tell you the truth, I'm really pushing my boundaries, so it's a bit uncomfortable for me, but I'm happy that I'm doing this till the end. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It's a pleasure. And we know in our groups as well that growth happens in that uncomfortable space because we keep doing things that makes us comfortable. So we're pushing your boundaries. You're expanding in this process, Katekani.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
so let's turn back to the three goals that we set for last time that we said we would chat about today. So, one of the things that you identified was when a group comes together and they are participating, you're facilitating a specific goal, it's to try and keep your ear open to identify a new need that arises so that that need can become the goal of your next group. So you're following the needs and the process of the group and not being forcing what you think should happen. And then there's better buy-in. So I'm wondering if you were able to manage that.
yes, I think I was able to manage that. Um, I started the group, I didn't know the need of that group, but as we're doing activities, I tend to see that most of the parents, they had a problem with accepting that they are dealing with children with disabilities, and also most of them, they were feeling that why am I'm going through this alone? Why me of that? So I saw that there's a need that a lot of parents were feeling lonely, that they are alone, and they were struggling to accept their children. And in that happening, they were struggling to take care of their kids because they're struggling to accept that they have kids that have that have disabilities. Yeah. So
Mm.
I think
So you definitely are in tune. You can start hearing doing this group, and now there's this thing about they feeling lonely, they struggling to accept the disability. Did you then present a group on maybe loneliness or reaching out to other people, or a group about how do I accept my child that has this a disability?
yes, the group activities was more on how to accept my child with disabilities. So mostly like the group went so well that at the end of the session, every parent were very grateful. They were sharing about their experiences with their children, and that group was very emotional, which I
Mm.
also learned how to handle that emotion, because normally I would want to rescue the situation, but in that group I just let it be and made them realize that crying is part of healing. So I shouldn't stop them from doing that. It's normal to cry when you are going through those kind of challenges. So I've learned a lot from that group. Yeah.
Wow. Sure, that's beautiful. Crying is part of healing, Katikani. And I'm so glad that you were able to give that platform for them and to kind of hold them in their crying, that you didn't have to rescue and fix it, that actually the healing part and talking about it was the therapeutic part. So, and the feedback from the parents, how did they feel after that group?
A lot of them said they felt relieved. Because they're like, sometimes I was feeling that this is a punishment, but now that I can see that it's not just me going through this, I don't see it as a punishment or anymore, but I see it as like now I want to find strategies that will help me to help my kids more. Now I just want to find out more handling skills. And yeah, so I feel like it was therapeutic for the parents.
Yeah, that's so beautiful, Katikana, because actually by sharing their stories, you not only address the acceptance, but the fact that they didn't feel so alone because other people
Yes.
shared their stories. So that is really beautiful. Did you see a difference then if you chose a theme and now being led by the group wanting something around acceptance? Can you feel the difference in the group that you present?
Sorry, I don't think I get your question. Can you repeat that? I rephrase the
So the way
question.
you did it in the past, the way you did it in the past, where I think we go to do this. And now listening and hearing, okay, they want something on acceptance, let me give acceptance. Did you see a difference in those groups?
Yes, I did. Before when I was choosing a thing for them, I had to be more involved in that group. I would do a lot of talking, trying to fix this and that. But when I address the need of the group, now is the group that it's running itself rather than me having to rescue the situation and all that. So I feel that when you get the need of the group, it's much better than when you have to come up with your own things that you think the group need. Meanwhile, it's not really what the group needs. So it was very amazed. And for the fact that I can address in one session, I could address many aspects of their life. Like it was not only about acceptance, but also they also felt like that they are not alone.
Yeah.
So that what it stood out for me.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. So typically when we choose it, there's that like feeling of I have to be the engine, the energy. But when
Yeah.
it's what they want, they've got the buy-in because this is what they want. It's their need, and so it just flows so much easier. Yeah, oh, that's lovely. All right, let's look at the second point. Oh, yes, identifying roles, especially the leadership role. So, were you able to identify who was the leader that started to emerge in the group?
Yes, I was able to identify the different roles in the group, especially the victim and all that. Where people they always say like, no, they're always apologizing, or if someone they just want to rescue. They don't want people to get hurt, things like that. And
Yeah.
then also that the one who always wants their voice to be heard. Yeah. And
Yeah,
they're
sure.
able to that, oh, this is this. Yes. So
Hmm.
next year I'm
Okay.
just looking forward to doing more groups so that I can learn more and more. It's very exciting for me. Very
Yeah.
exciting.
So I'm glad you're starting to be able to see kind of behaviors and patterns. This person keeps apologizing. This person wants the voice and wants to have the last say and things like that. Were you able to see the leader, Katikani?
I think I was able to see the leader, the person who always wanted, guys, let us stick to the rules. The rules, this is what the rules are saying. So let's not get out of the of our theme. Let's not talk about past, but let's talk about what is happening here. Let's correct what is happening here. So I was like, okay. Without me having to facilitate that, someone was trying to, yeah, to do that.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, good, good. And that's it's a lifelong thing. You know, the more you do groups, the quicker you'll start seeing it and the quicker you can hear it. It's like tuning in your ear. But the fact that
Yeah,
you can already start seeing it is great.
very great.
Yeah. All right. And the last one was testimonials of your group members. So I wonder if you managed to get an opportunity to ask them for some feedback on the whole group, on all the weeks.
So actually, it's not really testimonials, but it's just messages that they sent me about the
Mm,
groups. I have three of them from the parents, and the one says, "Thank you so much. This group therapy has been a game changer for me. I've learned to accept my child as he is. I
wow.
got I got to understand his needs. I am researching more about my child's condition because I want to know how to help him better.
Wow.
Thank you." Yeah.
Sure. That's
So
lovely.
it gives me that, yeah, it means
Yeah. Yeah.
the right direction.
Yeah.
And then
So, go for it. And
says, thank you. The group therapy has been good to me. I am more empowered. I am now eager to handle my child more. I no longer see him as a problem. I now help him better.
wow. Sure. That's beautiful, Katikani. Yeah, beautiful. Did you ask them to evaluate your the group program, or did they just spontaneously out of themselves WhatsApp?
I did ask them to evaluate the group, like generally. So
Uh,
you know how yeah, how it will go. I just gave them a scale
yes.
of 1 up to 10, and then four of them gave it a 9 out of 10, and then six of them gave he gave it a 10 out of 10. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that there are still areas that I need to improve. But for the fact that they can see value on these sessions that we had, it made me to be so much proud.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now I'm more confident, to tell you the truth, Louise. I'm more confident in doing groups. And also I'm more confident about myself, that
Mm.
I'm good enough. I don't have to do extraordinary things. With the knowledge that I have, like, I am good enough. So really this helped me
Wow.
a lot. Even on my, it didn't only help me on my professional journey, also on my personal life. Um, I have started some stuff that I was scared to do before, like to start, but I will tell you off camera
Okay.
about those activities that I started, that I thought, I can't do this. So it has been a game changer for me as well.
Oh,
And yeah.
wow. Oh,
Mm.
okay. I'll listen to you to it off camera for your personal things. So, but Katakani, I think maybe also just for the people following your journey to say that the idea was that I was going to be there in November, but then we decided there wasn't going to be a group in November for me to evaluate you in person while you're running the group so that we could share. It seems we've lost Katikani, but maybe just to come in there and say that at the end of the day, Katikani is, I'm going to be visiting Katikani in March next year when she will be running a next group. I will be visiting her in person and there we'll be able to give her feedback on specific techniques. So we're really looking forward to that. And then we will show you part 5 of Katikani's journey. So, for those of you that are following, please look out in around March for the last part of her journey. And in the meantime, Happy facilitation.